I'm Amelie and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching the Sleuth of Ming Dynasty episode 2. And this is going to come a little bit late. I know, you're going to hear me say that a lot. I know that I say, certain days in which I'm going to upload this, but for people who have been on my channel before, they know that those days are very, are just approximates. Don't take this as I'm going to upload it exactly that day, because it doesn't always happen. Specifically, usually because, well, for several reasons, but mostly because of work, at least in this time it's because of work. I just had a last minute job to take care of, and it was something that I had to do in a hurry, so I didn't, I couldn't even take a break or anything. I just had to finish it. So that's where we are at. So, don't be too disappointed if I don't upload something in the day that I said I was going to upload it. It's probably coming. I'm probably going to upload it at some point, usually. But, my schedule is more like it's a tentative guide rather than, something strict that I follow, because obviously, if something work related comes out, I just have to deal with it. Okay, so episode 2 of the Sleuth of Ming Dynasty. I'm really looking forward to it because in literally the last minute of the show, we have the meeting between the two main characters, which I definitely think is going to be interesting. And I said it in my last reaction. I noticed that Luke Tan Fan through, what is the other guy's name? Suisho. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's pronounced, but that's what I wrote. But I didn't wrote it phonetically, so God knows. I think it's Suisho, or something like that. I'll wait. Hopefully they'll pronounce it at some point that I will listen to it. But he definitely, when you just see someone and you look them up and down, and yes, he's a detective, so I guess he was checking him out, to see, who's this person. But, I also thought that he was checking him out, if you know what I mean. And then I find out that this is actually based on a BL novel. I knew that it was based on a novel, but I didn't know it was a BL novel. Obviously the show is heavily censored, so we are not going to get any of that. And they also told me that the way it's done is very different from the Untamed of Word of Honor, in the sense that the Untamed of Word of Honor maybe were a little bit more on the face with the relationship between the characters. Like, this one is definitely very toned down and very subtle. So I'm not going to expect any of that. But definitely I noticed that look, which maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I notice it. So, good on me that I noticed that, because I generally don't notice a lot of things in these shows. So I'm looking forward to this meeting. I'm looking forward to see what happens between these two characters. And for what I know, so far we have two things they were originally investigating. There was the disappearance of this boy who was, I think, the friend of the son of the emperor, I think, and he just disappeared. And that is something that Suisho has to investigate. I'm not sure exactly why is he investigating this? Because we know that he was a soldier, and that's pretty granted. So I'm guessing his position is sort of like military, or something like that. I'm not sure, but he's investigating this case. And on the other hand, we have Tan Fan, who was originally investigating the case of this man. This man was the son of a very important person. I think it was a count. That doesn't sound right. Not a count. A duke? No, not a duke. Some very important person that have some kind of, I'm guessing some kind of royal thing, royal title or something like that, for what I remember, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, this guy was very important. He was he was the son of somebody who was very important. He was also a little bit of an asshole. And by a little bit, I actually mean a lot. And he dies in this brothel, and obviously this is the crime that Tang Fan is investigating, but everything is brushed away because this guy is very important and maybe they don't want a scandal, but now it turns out that they do have to investigate it because otherwise it looks bad on them or something like that. And they actually got in trouble for maybe not investigating as good as they should, mainly because of Tang Fan's boss, who didn't want to, look too close into it. But now they have to investigate it, and it turns out that when he died, they also find another body who looked like the body of a woman who had hanged herself, but then it turns out that it was the body of a child who was also, a boy rather than a girl. So I would say that indicates that these two cases are connected. So maybe this is the same boy that Sushu is looking for, I think. I also am not sure, obviously Tang Fan seems to have some kind of investigating job. That seems to be what he does. So he's sort of like a magistrate or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm still not clear, the specifics of what each of the character does. But I think, I think that's what happened so far. So I'm guessing these guys are going to have to work together because obviously this case seems to be only one case. So obviously it seems to be a lot more mysterious than it appears. And okay, I think that's all I have to say for this. I'm looking forward to this. I'm still watching this on whatever I downloaded this from. I have to download it because my internet connection is definitely not great. But I think this version comes from Viki, I'm pretty sure. It's not the best. The subtitles are definitely not great. Especially, I don't know the translation because obviously I don't understand Chinese, but they have a lot of subtitles that are many lines or they are too long, and I find that sometimes a little bit difficult to read, so sometimes I may have to go back because I just didn't have time to read everything. But somebody did recommend me or told me that there were better subtitles somewhere else, but honestly I forgot. So for this one, I forgot, but for the next one, I'll check them out and see if I can use those instead of these ones. But these ones, we're just using this. Okay, so I'll stop talking, for the introduction. I'll just go to the episode right now.